What's up, people? So I find myself at this beautiful place called Lake Eacham. So I want to tell you a story. I've been to this place maybe 3 times in total now. First time I was here, I was told that by my friend that his dad used to swim from one end to the other, and I was shocked. It's not something I felt that I was able to do at the time. And since then, that story has just stayed with me. And then coming here again, I was actually going through some inner difficulties, and I just decided to swim as far as I could. And I got to about halfway and then decided to turn around and come back. And since then, I was just thinking about why I didn't go all the way, and it was clear to me that I was fearful. I had fear that held me back from going all the way. What are those fears? Not a fear of drowning, because I'm an okay swimmer and the waves here are not so strong, but more of a fear of potential sea life under the water, crocodiles, I don't know, maybe sharks, but I don't think there's any sharks here as I've been told. Maybe leeches, or just things that could be unpleasant or potentially fatal. And yeah, I just feel like fear is something that holds us all back from doing the things that we would really want to do, And because I've been going through some inner challenges, and I've been sort of bothered by a lot of my thoughts, I finally plucked up the courage and made the decision to actually break this fear I have of deep water. And I made the decision to swim from one end of this lake to the other and then back. And so I drove here today, and I just had this thought of conquering this goal in mind. And I got here, I got out of the car, I took the keys, I put my towel down in a safe spot with the keys, and I just dove into the water and I began swimming. And I knew to just focus on my breath, and one breath at a time, I was getting further and further. I got to the halfway point, which I had got to last time, so it was nothing scary. It was when I got to about 3/4 of the way along that I decided to begin praying. And this helped me build some inner strength to keep going. Because there was the thought of turning around, because I thought I could see stuff in the water, and thoughts were coming into mind, and it was just distracting me. So yeah, I began to pray, and I just kept the objective in goal, and then I picked a destination to get to, and there was a tree with some branches that I decided I would approach, and all I had to do was just make contact with the tree before turning around and then swimming back. And yeah, it took me about maybe what felt like 20-30 minutes to get to the other end, but it was okay. I had plenty of gas in the tank. I generally am an energetic person, and if I decide to be physically active in doing something, then I can do that, And yeah, as I was approaching the tree, there was thoughts like, could there be other animals close here? Like, is there crocodiles? I don't know. And anyways, I got to the tree, and I just grabbed the branch, and I decided to turn around again because fear was coming back in. But yeah, I turned around, and then I was swimming, and the waves were against me this time. They're not so strong, but it was noticeable. And when I got to the middle, I was feeling a bit stronger than I was before, and I just had the end in sight, which really helped. And I just continued to swim one breath at a time and one stroke at a time. And eventually I got back, and I'm so glad I did this actually. I felt incredible after. It's the furthest I've ever swum non-stop. It probably took me like 50 minutes in total, and yeah, I feel that I've sparked some inner growth and developed a new strength, or and developed some strength in an area that I was lacking in. And going forward, I would like to challenge challenge my fear of deep water even more, and yeah, do the things that I'm afraid of doing. So yeah, I'd love to know, what are your thoughts? Do you have any current fears that are holding you back from doing the things that you want to do? I would love it if you could share with me any of those fears, because sometimes it's good to just talk about the fears that are troubling us, because talking about them allows you to identify what your fears actually are, and sometimes just having a friend or family that can reassure you that maybe this fear isn't even something to be worried about. So yeah, I'd just like to leave you with that story and remind you that sometimes fear holds us back from growing as individuals and really flourishing into the people that we want to be. And yeah, I encourage you to question any fears you may be having, and make steps towards challenging them. And yeah, wishing you all the best. Hope you have a wonderful day. Peace out.